Chip and Joanna Gaines have been the faces of the Fixer Upper show for a long time. On reality TV, homes are changed and goals are made real. These two have made a name for themselves in the real estate business and on the show. But there is a more personal side to their story that lies behind the bright lights and cute makeovers. As a beloved co-founder of Magnolia and a loving mother, Joanna recently went through a sudden change in her life. After Joanna's sad news, Chip Gaines is now saying goodbye in an open moment shared with millions of followers. What caused this to happen? What's going to happen with Fixer Upper now? Also, why are people who watch reality TV so shocked about this? We have a lot of questions, so let's get started. When a loved icon goes through the uninsufferable. As a co-star on Fixer Upper, Joanna Gaines had a major health problem in 2022 that sent her to the hospital. Because she is famous, this naturally got a lot of attention. Because she was a well-liked public figure known for her kindness, creativity, and important part in fashion and lifestyle, just mentioning that she was in the hospital made people worry about her health. For someone like Joanna, who is famous, this kind of thing often means more because people are interested in her personal problems. Chip Gaines, her husband, felt the effects of this time the most. Their relationship goes beyond the businesses they run together. It has a lot to do with their daily lives. It must have been very hard for him to see someone he loves so much go through a serious health scare. What was going on with Joanna? Is she going to be okay? What does this mean for Fixer Upper? There are a lot of questions to answer. Let's start at the beginning and look at it. Chip Gaines' story. Chip Carter Gaines was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, on November 14, 1974. He has become a well-known figure in American theater and media. His wife, Joanna Gaines, and him worked together as an actor, director, TV personality, contractor, and author. This has brought them fame and attention. They made a unique company together that has changed the home improvement and lifestyle media worlds. Chip is good at more than just acting on TV and movies. People all over the world love him for his charm and honest approach to work and family life. Their first big hit was the HGTV show Fixer Upper, which started showing in 2013. A long time before they became famous on TV, Chip and Joanna were already very good at remodeling homes. It had already been 100 homes fixed up by the time the Fixer Upper pilot was made. Because of their vast background, the couple became known as experts in home improvement, which helped the show become a hit. In addition to Fixer Upper, Chip and Joanna grew their fame through the Magnolia brand, which is a giant in the home decor and lifestyle industries. They've started a lot of different businesses under the Magnolia brand. One of these is the Magnolia e-commerce site, where they carefully choose goods that match their signature style. Their Hearth in Hand with Magnolia collection, which they made with Target, makes home decor items more available to more people. The Magnolia Network TV station is another important extension of their brand. It shows Fixer Upper, as well as its spin-offs and other lifestyle shows. Magnolia also has a living magazine called Magnolia Journal. It covers things like home decor, gardening, cooking, and family life. Along with his work in the media, Chip Gaines is also a famous author. He has written 2 self-help books that are big hits in the New York Times. He and Joanna also wrote the autobiography The Magnolia Story, which shows how they went from being small-town business owners to becoming media moguls. So how did he get all of this done? Well, it wasn't always easy for him to get ahead. From the time he was 8 years old, he lived in Colleyville, Texas. He went to Grapevine High School and played baseball there as a junior and senior. He went to North Lake College because he loved baseball so much. There, Mickey Sullivan, the coach of the Baylor Bears, saw how good he was on the field. Chip's baseball dreams were cut short, though, when he moved to Baylor University. Not long after that, Sullivan retired. Chip was kicked off the team at this point. Even though this loss happened, he kept going and got his Bachelor of Business Administration from Baylor in 1998. He started his business career in real estate while he was still a student at Baylor University. It was there that he became very interested in selling houses. In his second year, he started this business because he saw an opportunity to make money by investing in buildings that were not worth as much as they were worth. In 2003, he and Joanna started Magnolia Realty, a real estate company that was built on the work they did together. In 2001, fate brought the couple together, which was the start of both a beautiful relationship and a successful business company. Their friendship grew quickly, and in 2003 they got married. They have built not only a brand but also a family together. They are raising their 5 kids in Waco, Texas, the place they love most. The couple worked hard to make Chip's business of flipping houses much bigger after they got married. Chip is good at remodeling, and Joanna is naturally good at design. Together, they started to make a name for themselves in the Waco, Texas area. Soon they added a store part to their business because they used Joanna's unique interior design skills in their work. Before they became famous on TV, the two had built a reputation as local real estate renovators. At any given time, they had up to 30 workers working on different projects with them. But now they were ready for the next big step: getting the Fixer Upper reality TV show going. The home repair and renovation business was booming in the U.S. in the early 2000s, when Chip and Joanna Gaines started to become famous. This was due to a mix of economic factors, market trends, and homeowners' changing tastes. Because of falling home values after the 2008 financial crisis, many people who owned houses were less likely to sell them. Instead, they worked on making their current homes better by renovating and improving them. Finding ways to raise the value of your home without buying new land became a common strategy. At the same time, there was a rising trend of using home improvements as a way to have fun. People did this because reality TV shows about home makeovers, flipping houses, and interior design tasks were so popular. Extreme Makeover was one of the most important home improvement shows at the time. Home Edition, which ran from 2003 to 2012 and gave people the idea that big changes could be both exciting and uplifting. Property Brothers, which started on HGTV in 2011, was one of the most well-known shows that took advantage of the growing interest in home repair. Twin brothers Drew and Jonathan Scott were on the show. They helped people find, buy, and fix up fixer-uppers by using their knowledge of both real estate and home improvements. A big show that helped start the home improvement trend was Flip or Flop, which debuted in 2013 around the same time as Fixer Upper. Flip or Flop, which starred Tarek and Christina El Moussa, was about the high-stakes world of house flipping, where quickly buying, fixing up, and selling homes could make or lose a lot of money. As of when Chip and Joanna Gaines showed up. In the U.S., the home improvement business was worth hundreds of billions of dollars. Harvard University's Joint Center for Housing Studies said that by 2015, people in the U.S. would have spent $600 billion on home repairs and changes. Yes. Alone had hit almost $340 billion, thanks to an aging housing stock and steady price increases. The pilot episode of Fixer Upper played for the first time in May 2013. It was the start of a new era for the couple. People really liked the idea behind the show, which was to turn old or forgotten houses into beautiful homes. Fans of the show were already really into it by the time the first full season started in April 2014. Fixer Upper continued to become more famous over the next few years. New seasons aired in January 2015, December 2015, and November 2016, and the fifth and final season started airing in November 2017. The show not only showed off Chip and Joanna's skills, but it also made the farmhouse chic style famous, which became a major style in interior design in the late 1990s. Fixer Upper had a direct effect on home styles across the country, so their influence went far beyond the screen. Homeowners and interior designers alike became very interested in architectural details like wainscoting, shiplap, clawfoot baths, and barn doors that were shown a lot on the show. In 2018, Zillow released a report that showed homes with these features sold for an average of 30% more than what they were supposed to be worth. The show also brought a lot of tourists to Waco, Texas, making the city a place where fans and followers of the couple's work wanted to visit. This helped the local economy grow. But that wasn't all. Building the Magnolia brand and making it bigger. Building on the success of Fixer Upper, Chip and Joanna grew their reach with the Magnolia brand. In 2016, they started Magnolia Journal, a lifestyle magazine that comes out every 3 months and has stories about home decor, recipes, gardening, and getting inspired. The magazine became well known very quickly, reaching many people and becoming a must-read for people who like the couple's style and beliefs. When Joanna launched the Hearth and Hand with Magnolia collection at Target in November 2017, it made the retail side of their business grow a lot. This collection, which has more than 300 items from bedding to lifestyle items, was made to bring Joanna's idea into homes across America by making it easy to get and affordable. 2 years later, in 2019, Joanna also launched an exclusive collection for Anthropologie. It was made up of rugs and pillows with designs inspired by different parts of the world. This added to the brand's home decor options. In April 2019, they said they were starting a new media business. Chip and Joanna were joined by Allison Page, who used to be president of HGTV and is now the president of the new business. They are both chief creative officers. This project was part of a bigger plan to make their own TV network, which became known as Magnolia Network and would show lifestyle shows that fit with their idea of family, home, and community. Magnolia Table and Silos Baking Company were already very popular businesses when Magnolia Press, a coffee shop, opened in Waco in November 2019. These places were more than just places to get good food and coffee. They became a part of the Magnolia experience. On April 26, 2020, there was a soft launch for the Magnolia Network. It included a 4-hour show on the DI network called Magnolia Presents: A Look Back and a Look Ahead. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the network's official launch was pushed back to 2021, and filming on Fixer Upper resumed before its first show on January 5, 2022. As part of the Magnolia Network's start, Fixer Upper Welcome Home had its first episode on Discovery Plus in January 2021. After this reboot, in 2022, Fixer Upper The Castle came out, which was about how to change an old castle in Waco. After that, in 2023, Fixer Upper The Hotel came out. The rooms at Chip and Joanna Gaines' new Waco, Texas Hotel 1928 are now being booked. The big opening is set for November 1st, 2023. For events, the hotel has more than 6,000 square feet of space and 33 guest rooms. The whole remodeling process was shown in a 6-part series on the show on Magnolia Network is also called Fixer Upper The Hotel. Chip and Joanna Gaines have made a name for themselves and changed the way people think about houses, design, and living. But to fully tell this story, we need to also look at the other half of this great power pair. What a wonderful life Joanna Gaines has been. Joanna was born in Wichita, Kansas on April 19, 1978. Her mother, Nan Stevens, was from Korea, and her father, and Jerry Stevens, an American with German and Lebanese roots. In 1969, her parents met in Seoul, South Korea, where Jerry was stationed with the U.S. Army. This was the start of their mixed family. As a child of mixed heritage, Joanna faced problems that shaped her early life. Being one of the few Asian American kids in her schools made these problems even more difficult. As a kid, Joanna often had a hard time with being different because her past made her a target for bullying and made her feel alone. In addition, when she was 12, the Stevens family moved to Austin, Texas in search of better chances. It was a big move that led to another one when they settled down in Waco, Texas, during Joanna's junior year of high school. It was a big deal for Joanna to move to Waco because that's where her emotional and professional life would change. Her dad, Jerry Stevens, opened a Firestone tire store in Waco called Jerry Stevens Firestone. It was here that Joanna started to feel more confident and like she belonged in the community. She got more involved at school and finally won the title of Homecoming Queen. Joanna has even been in ads for her dad's tire business in her area. When they graduated from high school, Joanna started going to Baylor University to get a degree in marketing. She knew she wanted to work as a television journalist while she was at Baylor. To get more experience, she worked hard and did internships at KWTX-TV and KWBU Radio in Waco. Because she was so driven, she went to New York City for a semester and did an internship on the set of rather CBS News show 48 Hours. Joanna learned a lot from this experience. It gave her a taste of the media world and helped her see more clearly what she wanted to do in news. Even though Joanna wanted to be a broadcaster, life had other ideas for her. Once they were done with school at Baylor University in 2001, they met Chip Gaines by chance. Chip and Joanna both went to Baylor at the same time, but they never met while they were there. It wasn't until Joanna went back to Waco and started working at her dad's tire shop that Chip knew her from ads in the area. She caught Chip's attention, so he started talking to her. They quickly became good friends. Their friendship grew stronger, and in 2003 they got married. Soon after getting married, Joanna joined Chip's real estate and house flipping business, where she brought her own style to the projects. They changed the business by working together. Chip's ability to fix things up in the real world and Joanna's sense of style and attention to detail. In 2003, they took a big step forward when they opened Magnolia Market, a small store in Waco that sold home goods and decorations. Joanna also started a blog to write about their home improvement projects. She shared stories from their lives, design tips, and peeks into their family life through her writing, which helped her build a loyal following. Through this blog, a producer from High Noon Entertainment found out about their skills. High Noon Entertainment was looking for new material and interesting hosts for TV shows. The executive suggested that Chip and Joanna make a sizzle reel, which is a short movie meant to get networks interested in a possible TV show. What started as an idea would finally turn into the phenomenon known as Fixer Upper. What we already know is that Fixer Upper, which premiered on HGTV in 2013, made Chip and Joanna famous. As word spread about the couple, their family grew. They had 5 children: Drake, Ella, Duke, Emmy, and Crew. They had to balance the demands of their successful jobs with the joys and challenges of raising a family. Joanna says that her family is still the most important thing in her life. They help her make choices and fuel her desire to make spaces that are both beautiful and useful and feel like home. Over the years, Joanna Gaines has not only built a brand, but also a legacy that stresses the value of family, community, and the beauty of transforming life's flaws into something truly amazing. But there have been some problems with all of this. A stand that causes debate. People are very interested in Chip and Joanna's ties to the conservative Antioch Community Church because of how the church feels about problems with LGBTQ people. Pastor Jimmy Seibert runs a church that is against same-sex marriage and rights for LGBTQ people. In 2016, Chip and Joanna were in a video chat with Seibert, who has these controversial views. This caused a lot of debate. As a result of this event, the couple's public image changed a lot. This was especially true since they were well known as hosts of the famous show Fixer Upper. People didn't like them because they were seen as supporting Seibert's views, which led to arguments on social media and among fans about their position on diversity and the values they push through their brand. Our society is focusing more and more on diversity and acceptance, and having ties to these ideas can affect brand partnerships, funding, and market reach. A lot of businesses, especially those in fields related to Chip and Joanna's way of living and decorating their home, is meant to appeal to a wide range of people. Being linked to these kinds of views can cause people to stop buying from you or lose trust in you. The couple's answer or lack of answer to a question about their position on LGBTQ rights became a big talking point, which changed how people saw them and how their brand grew. In a different event in June 2017, there were legal and financial consequences for Chip and Joanna Gaines when the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency (EPA) accused them of not following government rules about how to safely handle lead paint during home renovations. The EPA rules are meant to keep workers, homeowners, and especially kids safe from the harmful effects of lead exposure, which can lead to major health problems, especially in kids that are still young. The two people settled the charges by agreeing to pay a $40,000 fine and promising to follow these rules in the future. From a business point of view, the problem made people aware of how important it is for people working in the repair industry to follow safety rules. Even with all of these problems, the couple has developed a pretty positive view on life. Of course, when something bad happened to Joanna, a lot of people wanted to help. Joanna's sad medical report. Early in January 2018, Chip and Joanna Gaines made news when they said they were going to have their fifth child. The happy news was posted on Instagram, and the couple's fans were quick to share their happiness. But amidst the many happy messages, people who were paying attention noticed something strange in the ultrasound picture that went with the news. A number of people said that there seemed to be too much fluid around the baby. This made people worry about the baby's health. Some people thought the fluid could be a sign of a dangerous medical condition called hydrops fetalis. In this condition, abnormally large amounts of fluid build up in two or more parts of a fetus's body, and it is often linked to serious complications. Due to the fact that it can be deadly, fans were right to be worried. Dr. Nicole Safier, a radiologist at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, responded to this rumor by saying that there was proof of extra fluid in the skin, but that it wasn't always a clear sign of hydrops fetalis. She stressed that ultrasounds can show results that look scary, but they don't always lead to a serious diagnosis. For the Gaines family, this health scare came at a very bad time because they were already going through a big change in their lives. In October 2017, just a few months before, Chip and Joanna said that season 5 of Fixer Upper would be their last. The couple wanted to put their family first. Drake, Ella, Duke, and Emmy K, Chip and Joanna's 4 kids, were growing up quickly, and they were going to have a fifth soon. They felt like they needed to focus on their jobs as parents and strengthen the relationships that were most important to them. Chip has been honest about his choice to leave the show in several interviews, saying that the busy schedule and demands of making TV shows were starting to affect their family life. The couple was very aware that the speed at which they worked could make them tired at work and in their home life. They didn't want to get so busy with their jobs that they forgot how important the time they spent with their families was. Also, in June 2018, their fifth child, Crew Gaines, was born healthy. Even though the scan made people nervous at first, he arrived safely, and the family told their fans how happy they were about the birth. When Joanna posts about Crew on social media, she often celebrates his achievements and their life as a family of 7. The family still had a lot of health problems, though. Indeed, Chip Gaines had a heart attack in 2017 at the age of 43, just a year before this good news. He had chest pains while working on a construction job, so he went to the hospital right away and had surgery. Taking care of himself and being there for his family became very important to him. He has, of course, focused on living a heart-healthy life by eating well and working out regularly. He was able to fully recover and also started to speak out for heart health, using his fame to show how important it is to avoid heart disease and know the signs of it. But that wasn't all. Joanna Gaines had to have surgery on her back in December 2022. She talked about it on social media. In her post, there was a picture of her lying in a hospital bed wearing sunglasses and making the peace sign, which showed how positive and strong she felt. The caption told her fans why she was in the hospital, which took them back to an injury she got more than 20 years ago. Joanna said that her back problem started with a bad back injury she got while dancing in high school during a basket toss move. When she got hurt, it was the start of a long-term battle with her spine health that required many medical procedures over the years. Joanna had her first microdiscectomy in 2001, not long before her relationship with Chip Gaines became complicated. A microdiscectomy is surgery that is meant to relieve pain caused by a herniated disc pulling on nearby nerve roots. It was so important that this process happened at the right time that she had to cancel her second date with Chip. The problem she had in the past is still there after her second microdiscectomy in 2022. This surgery fixed all of her spine problems. A microdiscectomy is known as a slightly invasive procedure for the spine. Small pieces of the herniated disc, bone, or tendon are taken out during this surgery to relieve pressure on the spinal nerves. This makes pain and other symptoms much better. This method is meant to cut down on recovery time. Patients can get back to their normal lives faster after this surgery than after more invasive spine surgeries. The surgery went well, but it couldn't have happened at a worse time for Joanna. In her post, she was honest about how busy the holidays are for her and her family, keeping up with the responsibilities of being a mother. Because of the holidays and her work obligations, she didn't expect to need back surgery during a time when her schedule was already very full. She dealt with it with ease and positivity, though, as Joanna always does. She said that the forced slowdown was a hidden gift, and that she was thankful for the chance to rest and think during a time that is usually very busy. Her word to her followers was to be at peace with the present moment and to be happy even when things don't go as planned. Many people could relate to Joanna's thoughts, especially those who know what it's like to be under a lot of stress. There are often a lot of demands around the holidays. Her words were a gentle reminder to enjoy the quiet and peaceful times that come up in the middle of all the chaos. The openness with which Joanna talked about her accident and surgery shows a side of the famous person who is known for being strong and full of energy that not many people see. Even though her life usually looks perfect, this event showed how weak she is and the physical problems she has been hiding for years. This also showed how determined she was to put her health first, which meant putting herself first even when it meant letting go of her well-laid plans. Joanna's choice to tell her audience about this personal health update shows that she is also committed to being real. Between home improvements and raising their kids in the public eye, she and Chip have built a brand over the years that is based on their real lives. By talking about her health problems in an open way, Joanna strengthened her connection with fans who admire her design skills as well as how relatable and honest she is. The path that Joanna took. Recovery also shows how important it is to take care of yourself and deal with long-term problems instead of letting them pile up. Joanna is very driven and busy, so this time of recovery isn't just about healing her body, it's also about recharging her mind and spirit so she can get back to her projects with more energy and focus. In the days and weeks after her surgery, Joanna's friends kept saying nice things about her, giving their support, well wishes, and stories of how they overcame health problems. Her fans felt like they were part of a group because she was honest about her illness. It became stronger between her and her fans because of this exchange, showing once more that her honesty is what really makes her stand out in the world of famous people. Since these health scares, Chip and Joanna Gaines have taken a break from the fast-paced public life they live. They used to be at the top of the home improvement and design business, but now they're focusing on their family and the growth of their Magnolia brand. They are still around, but they are moving much more slowly than before. This slowdown comes at a time of big family events, like their 20th wedding anniversary, and a chance to think about what's most important to them as parents of 5 kids. The couple has made it clear that taking care of their personal lives and relationship is still very important to them, even as they continue to run their growing businesses. Their health seems to be fine. Joanna is doing well after having back surgery, and Chip hasn't been known to have any major problems. As parents of 5 kids, the youngest is Crew, who is 5 years old, and the oldest is Drake, who is now 19 years old. They seem to care more than ever about their health. They understand that taking care of their kids depends on their own health and well-being. Focusing on balance, health, and mindful living not only helps them stay healthy, but it also sets a good model for their kids as they grow up and face new challenges. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Did you enjoy this video? Thanks for watching. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, don't miss this amazing video that you're seeing right now. English USA.